changing it as we pick up again. Lartigue heading now for the finish, and you can see from the windscreen wiper the rain has started here in the middle of the Tunisian Sahara. Chasing our Eurosport helicopter into the stage finish. And we asked Pierre Lartigue about those problems. Well, this morning he said I had some problems, sure. I thought I had a puncture and we stopped. We found out the shock absorbers were blocked. We managed to restart, and finally Harry had a problem too. He stopped on the side of the track. Then, of course, we had problems with back markers. Harry Vatanen arrives in second place. Again, that rain. Fred Gallagher, the leading Brit in the rally, of course, in second place at the moment. What did Harry have to say?
We managed to catch Pierre and go even to go past him, and then but then on a very big road we had the puncture. I don't know why. That was quite disappointing to have a puncture there, and anyway, so now we are behind.
With Jean-Louis Schlesser third on the special, 24 minutes and 56 seconds back from the Citroens. Still stays third overall in the general classification, but 55 minutes behind, almost an hour now after these first 4 days, prologue and 3 special stages. Seat V6 power. And the man who's won the Faroes Rally in two-wheel drive. Again, these bikers getting a little bits of moments. You can't blame the bikers. They can hardly be expected to use wing mirrors here in the desert. And here's Jutta Kleinschmidt with the second of the top Brits, Matthew Stevenson, the man who was racing in the Middle East Rally Championship a lot. He's her co-driver. They're fourth on the special. She also had to stop on the stage, in her case, to tighten down a loose front bonnet. 27 minutes, 59 seconds on the stage, very close to Schlesser's time, and fourth overall, but she now is an hour and 12 minutes down on leader Lartigue. Jutta told us how her day went.
The day was quite okay for us. I think we had no problem. The navigation was very hard, but Matthew made it quite good because it was a lot of places where you can make mistakes. And yeah, we had a good day. I think it was okay.
A nice tribute there to Matthew Stevenson, riding with her for the first time. Well done. Well done to Fred Gallagher as well. Let's hope both of them are going to finish in the top of the event, and good luck to all our bikers as well. With some of today's action, Mercedes and Toyotas, Nissans, all here. Obstacles all along the route. Won't do your front wheel any good. And the Russians are coming. Here's Mikhail Narishkin in the Russian-entered Mitsubishi. He was fifth on the special today, winner of T2 modified class, 10th in the overall standings. Bruno Gilles right behind him, 6th on the special. Here he is. Car based on the old Citroen, on the old Peugeot Rally Raid. 48 minutes, 32 seconds, and 38th overall after a 12-hour penalty. We don't know what for yet, but he's the only man on the rally to have been given a penalty, and that was a whopping great 12 hours. Well, Thierry Dallaverne punches only 6 kilometers from the start and loses 6 minutes, but worse was still to come, as he told us. Well, we had the first puncture only 6 kilometers after the start, and then we punctured a second time on the bitumen on the tarmac road about 150 kilometers in. We had 2 spare tires in the back of the car, and that was it. I had to keep on with no spare to the finish. We're really pleased we passed the finish, and I think we had a bit of luck today. The others seemed to be a bit lost or so. We managed to join them quite quickly. It's a shame, otherwise I think we'd had a good drive. 1 puncture is 5 minutes of time, 2 is 10, and that's it, a third, and we would have been out. Still 5th overall. Here's Maurizio Colombo, leading at T2 overall, 6th. in the general standings, 1 hour 56 minutes back. Jean-Pierre Strugo for Mitsubishi, T1 winner and leader. 8th on the special. Incidentally, Colombo having a bit of a clearer run now. Today, Maurizio Trallio, his big rival, rolled and does not appear to have made it yet to the finish. But in the trucks, Viktor Moskovski for Kamaz still leading. He won the special, still leading the trucks. And this is Jerome Pellichet of Mercedes, 4th in the trucks, 1 hour and 44 minutes behind Moskovski. The one man we've been following, the man everyone calls the Silver Fox now because of the colour of his hair, Philippe Alliot, driving for Nissan, the former French Formula 1 driver, 18th on the special in T1 car, which is pretty impressive, and 13th overall. Let's go on board with Alliot and Charbonnier, his co-driver. We'll keep to the same speed, says Charbonnier. Super. 1 kilometre 30 of sand. Little to the right. 580 meters. Junction on the right. Careful, slippery and stones, he says. 300 meters, another junction on the right. Well, there's the confirmation of today's stage. Lartigue, Vatanen, Schlesser, Kleinschmidt and Narishkin taking over from Terry de Laverne, who had those 2 punches. So that's the first time in 4 days that the top 5 has changed. Russia 5th at the moment, 38 minutes, 10 seconds down. And overall, just look at those Citroens going further and further ahead. Schlesser almost 1 hour behind now, and the other 2, of course, following back. Terry de Laverne not losing his overall place with those punches. Make sure you join us tomorrow night, same time, for day 5.
The Rally Optic 2000 Tunisia was brought to you by Optic 2000 and Knorr.
Sting for extraordinary people.
Rally Optic 2000 Tunisia is brought to you by Optic 2000 and Knorr.
Welcome to Eurosport and welcome to our nightly coverage of the 16th Rally of Tunisia 1997. This is Mark Cole giving you all the news from today, and first a quick look back at yesterday, Wednesday, April 9, Stage 4. Flavio Gradi, KTM, wins the special from this man, Richard Saint, also on KTM. He wins that special by 4 minutes and 55 seconds. Alain Perez, first overall, still 3rd on the special yesterday. It was enough for the French policeman from Carcassonne to keep the lead on the Kawasaki, one of the few Kawas in the rally. Pierre Lartigue for Citroën in the car stage, still leading overall and taking the win on the special yesterday. Great performance despite problems like this, where bikes were ahead of him on the very narrow and rocky tracks to this part of southern Tunisia. Now getting properly into the Sahara. Sahara isn't all flat sand as you might think. This is just as typical as the great ergs and sand dunes are. Harry Vatanen, 2nd on the special and 2nd overall on the event by 4 minutes and 8 seconds back from Lartigue. Both of them, of course, in the Citroën ZX Rally Raids, cars that were not seen on the Dakar because they've now been disallowed from that event, but they are contesting the FIA World Cup, of which this is round 2, the Baja Italia, a month ago having been the first. Lartigue won that, and Schlesser was 2nd. Here is Jean-Louis Schlesser in the Schlesser Seat V6, 3rd on the special yesterday and 3rd overall, but he's now 55 minutes back and about to go below the hour. Well, they arrived last night in Ramada, which is very close to Matmata, where Star Wars was filmed. Way back again. Very topical at the moment, of course, with the re-release. And many troglodyte towns around here, towns that are built below ground level. Not so the bivouac, though. The bivouac built up by former truck racer and Dakar truck winner Georges Gouin, who's now become a top-class caterer. He puts up the bivouacs and does all the cooking. But first of all, when they arrive, they've got to work on the bikes, work on the cars, and yesterday it was raining. This in the middle of the Sahara. Elisabetta Jacanito, Portuguese lady, she's just arrived. Her bike's been serviced. As the rest of them get on with fettling their charges. Well, Cyril Neveu, the organizer, as ever, briefing his troops. He says it's so easy to quit the rally at 1 or 2 or 3 stops, but then finally to join the finish line. Please let us know, though. We think you're still out in the desert, and we come to find you. Well, here is dinner à la Georges Gouin. In the old days, Africa Tours did all the catering. Now it's Gouin. And it's a chance for all the teams to get together, the riders, the drivers, the officials, the huge press corps following the event. Really to have a bit of a social gathering every night. There is Georges Gouin, the man himself, now the master chef of the Sahara. As you can see, a noisy affair. Terry Delaverne clowning a bit despite his 2 punches yesterday. And then after dinner, it's time for the organisation rock band, christened the Ray-Ban Boys. And on that high note, we'll take a break. Come back in a moment, see how today went for the bikes. We're back with Eurosport on the Tunisia Rally, Stage 5, Day 5. Here's the map. And ahead of them, 270 kilometers of special, going from Ramada to El Borma, the oil fields, almost on the Algerian border of Tunisia. Well, this is Alain Perez, the Carcassonne policeman, leading the bike section at the moment. So the problem now is I'm behind 3 KTMs, and there's 3 others behind me, actually on the road, despite the fact I'm leading. It's going to be hard to catch up. The 3 in front, then I'll try and join Richard Sainct if I can and race with him. I don't know how it's going to be going at the end, but well, that's the way it falls. So Perez third on the special yesterday, has to start in order. The previous day's special winners lead the way ahead. But Martin Weitschenberger, third on Tuesday, has dropped to 62nd. We haven't seen him after following the leaders past a fuel hole, not realizing they got extra fuel tanks. He hadn't. Well, Perez gets away, so does Terry Magnaldi, Fabrizio Mioni on the KTM, still riding with a hand which was damaged on the Dakar Rally. There he goes on the number 8 bike. Here's Terry Magnaldi going through the dunes at some speed. He wins the special and moves into 2nd place overall in the general standings. 47 seconds behind the leader. Magnaldi making the switch from Yamaha to KTM, taking his Gaulois sponsorship with him. As Fabrizio Mioni there goes through to take the special at 2 minutes 46 seconds, and he takes the overall lead from Perez with a total time of 9 hours, 6 minutes and 41 seconds. Richard Sainct on the KTM, 4th on the special, and 3rd overall in the standings. There is Sainct. Five minutes, 44 seconds behind Mioni today. Malnaldi at speed, and the stage winner arrives to tell us how the day went.
Thierry Magnaldi, alors ça semble bien parti pour la première victoire.
Well, we asked him, it's looking good, isn't it, for first place in the rally? You've won another stage, moved up to second. He said, yeah, but it's not enough to win stages. What I want to do is win the rally. We were about 30-40 kilometers from here altogether. Then I decided to attack in the last 40 kilometers because there was a lot of, well, hard riding in the dunes, and that was not so easy. But apparently it was okay. Well, Fabrizio Mioni, second on the special, and the new leader, when he arrives, he fell. He was unable to grip the handlebars with that hand injury, but he's still taken the lead. That's a very impressive performance, and he was only 2 minutes 46 behind stage winner Magnaldi.
Oggi è stata una speciale per me abbastanza sofferta perché non riuscivo più alla fine a guidare, problema per
well, he's telling us, well, it was a stage, it wasn't so easy because of my hurting hand. It was not easy to ride, really, from 150 kilometers after the start. And about 50 kilometers from the finish, my hand was hurting so much that I fell.
Solo che per cercare di tenere la posizione, diciamo che a 15 km dall'arrivo.
I got a bit lost as well when I was on time then, so all in all, not a great day today. So that hand giving him concern. We'll have to watch that as the rally continues. Flavio Agradi on the KTM, third on the special, 3 minutes 27 seconds back, fifth overall. Of course, he was overall winner in '93 as a privateer. How did the day go? So I drove a bit to enjoy myself because I've not really any aim anymore. I tried to overtake Magnaldi, but then I fell and I lost 30 seconds, but it's not a real problem for me. But for Alain Perez, a bigger problem. He fell while trying to fix his GPS system. It was giving him problems, and the Kawasaki rider lost 12 minutes 17 seconds. Falling down the general order to fourth overall from being leader at the start this morning. Well, he arrived at the stage finish still suffering from concussion, as you can gather, as we tried to talk to him.
Tiens, j'ai les... Alain, que s'est-il passé?
What happened, Alan?
Apparemment, je crois que je suis tombé.
Well, apparently, I'm told, I think, I don't remember, but I fell. My GPS beacon was playing up, and I tried to fix the problem, and as I was going along, so I think I probably fell head first into the sand. I don't know how I restarted, I don't remember any of it. Well, that's typical tough from the policeman from the Roman city of